Week 14 time. NFL. No bias. Bias are over, guys. Bias are over. So tomorrow night, first game. By the way, I won this week and I won the blowout for the record. You still had me 6-4, I think. So, all right, first game tomorrow night, Thursday night football. Patriots at Steelers. Steelers 6-point favorites. Over under 30.
I thought they could flex out even Thursday night games. This is terrible.
Well, I already made plans tomorrow. I'm not watching this fucking game. I'm going to be watching some other stuff on TV or NBA or something, but I'm not watching this. Sorry. I made plans ready.
Now, in my life, I cannot think of a lower NFL total.
Yeah.
And I would not be shocked if it gets pumped down even lower.
But you know what, though? Even with that, I'm going to take a slight over in this one because I think you can see a pick 6 here, a fumble 6 here. You can see something that gets you into like a 17-14 situation. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to take the over. This out of you know.
I'm going to just take Pittsburgh
to cover 6 points, even without a Pickett.
You don't have to play quarterback against freaking the Patriots anymore. It's terrible.
The one thing they do have is the defense still. I'll give them that. That's it. I'll take a slide over now. But you got Pittsburgh. Okay, cool. All right, here we go. 1 o'clock games. Bucks at Falcons. Falcons 1.5 point favorites. Over under 39.5. So Falcons still in first place in the AFC South. And they get a lot of help too because the Saints lost last week. God, this is so frustrating. This division is so frustrating. I'm taking the under this one. Zach, where are you going?
I'm going over. 2 crap teams. I figured they won't play enough defense. I could see a 23-20 game, something like that.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Falcons can't score for shit, though. Last week, beat the Jets 13-8.
The Jets got a good defense.
No, I agree. But again, Falcons don't know how to score for shit. In general.
I haven't seen the Bucks play defense. I think they'll be able to score a couple of touchdowns, at least, and a couple of field goals.
So on opposite sides ready to start this podcast. Good job. All right. Lions at Bears. Lions 3-point favorites over under 43.5. So Detroit 9-3. We may have a situation, Zach, in when we get to Monday morning where we may have 4 10-3 teams in the NFC. If Dallas beats Philadelphia on Sunday Night Football, which we'll get to in a second, if Detroit wins this game, and if San Fran beats Seattle, which they should, we're going to have 4 10-3 teams in the NFC. Sick, huh? That being said, give me the Lions to cover. I'm there.
See, I thought you were going to start going down this road of have the Lions lost their shine. They struggled against Green Bay and lost, and they almost coughed up a lead this past weekend.
Chicago's trash, man. Come on now.
All right. I'll take the Lions.
I will say the only reason why I would even consider going the other way, Chicago off a bye week, divisional optics, divisional game, in Soldier Field, that kind of thing. Chicago sucks, dude. Come on. Detroit's a much better team. I think Detroit's proven that they're not a tier 1 team yet, but definitely a tier 2 team. At the very least. You know, and they're in the race for the 1 seed right now, man. They're in a race right now. So like, as I said, they're literally a couple days away from having 4 10-3 teams possibly. All right, next one. Colts at Bengals. Colts 1-point favorites over under 44. Call me crazy. We'll get to Colts in a second. Jake Browning, quiet as kept. He's been serviceable from the minute Burrow got hurt. And then Monday happened. like a starting quarterback in this league. Call me crazy, Zach. Look, I'm not saying the Bengals get in the playoffs, but I'm not ready to write him off that with that talent around him. If he can play, he play on Monday Night Football with the talent around him he has. They can still be in the mix. Now, the reason why I would say no is because that schedule is brutal going forward still. Like we were talking about the schedule being tough with Joe Burrow. Now I got to do with Jake Browning. But that being said, I'm not ready to write him off yet. That being said, this is a must win for the Bengals. And this is tough. This is a tough one. Give me the over on this one though. This is in Cincinnati. Colts are frisky. Colts are 75 right now. Colts will be the 7th seed to play start today for the record. But I'm not ready to give. Colts got a lucky couple games too. Also, they pulled out some shit out of their ass last couple games this year. Give me the over in this one. What do you got?
Well, I want to ride the Gardner Minshew bus again.
That's your boy. That's your boy.
But I mean, Browning looked so good on Monday night. And maybe this is what you're supposed to do. Draft a quarterback in college who played for a couple of seasons, put up actual numbers and won in college. And then he gets a chance to develop so that you have a quality backup at least, even if he's not going to be a starter. I mean, Cincinnati did it right there. But I think, the safe bet is the over.
Yeah. Should be a fun game, though.
It is amazing to see the Colts still competing for a playoff spot.
Unbelievable. But I'll say this is the must win for the Bengals. Both teams, but for the Bengals still this week. All right, next one here. Jaguars at Browns. Browns 3-point favorites over under. Zachary, listen for it. 30.5. Another 30-point burger. So Jaguars dodge a bullet. Trevor Lawrence not out for the year. I would imagine he's out for this game though, at least. There's been no word yet about that yet. So, Browns, Joe Flacco. Hey, welcome back, Joe Flacco. He looked pretty good last week in the loss.
My wife was raving about him. She's like, "How can he just come and play? How did no one pick him up?"
You need to tell Lord that this is a former Super Bowl MVP. Come on now.
She's always been a fan.
That being said, man, I want to take the under this one. This is the problem. I don't know what Trevor Lawrence is playing this week. We don't even heard anything yet. I'm assuming he's not playing this week, but we haven't heard anything yet.
I don't even know who the backup is.
CJ Beathard.
Ooh, he's put up some numbers.
He played okay on Monday on that last 2 drives. He did okay. I'm gonna go over because between Flacco moving the ball a little bit yesterday on Monday and Beathard having some moments, 30.5. I know these are 2 tough defenses, but give me the over. Why not? 17-14. Let's go.
Yeah, it's way too low. Way too low. 34.5. I might be thinking.
Yes.
But give me the over in this.
Yes, there you go. So you're a smart guy too. There you go.
It's all right. Easy victory.
Right. It's just gonna be a fun game. Not really. Panthers at Saints. Saints 4.5-point favorites. Over under 30. Is that 39.5? Did I write that right? I think it's 39.5. I think. Let me make sure I got it right because I might have wrote. I didn't write that as clear as I wanted to. No, I was wrong. 37.5. 37.5 over under.
What's the spread again?
4.5 Saints.
Okay.
I announced on Hull Up Podcast last night. My lock of the week was Carolina winning the second game of the year this week. So I have to take Carolina here just because of my announcement. So I'm taking Carolina points straight up.
I think it is progress. They're starting to show highlights of Young where he's throwing completions instead of incompletions. And man, like, oh, look at that form. Look at the distance of that throw. It's a baby step, so I don't know about getting a second win. I don't know if he gets a second win this season. I'll be honest. Give me the Saints to cover on this one.
Derek Carr, we'll see what happens to him. He got hurt in that game against Detroit. Maybe he does play, but doesn't play. That could be a factor. Who knows? I know. I just went for broke on this one in Carolina. So
Taysom Hill could win this game against Carolina. Okay.
Well, Saints are also kind of weird though because they're. I mean, you say
they're a fluky team. You can't predict them.
Is Dennis Allen on hot seat?
No.
Okay. All right. Next one.
Mm-hmm. I think they got him too cheap.
Yeah. There we go. Yep. It's like the Chargers. All right. Texans at Jets. Texans 4-point favorites over under 33. C.J. Stroud, my MVP candidate. The Jets. Uh, so they start Tim Boyle last 2 weeks. He shits the bed. They cut him. They cut him the day after, and they bring in Brett Rippon, former Ram, and also the son of your Washington Redskins Super Bowl MVP, Mark Rippon.
He also just played 3 or 4 weeks ago in Denver.
I know. It's crazy, right? I love the NFL. So the only reason why I'm hesitant to take the Jets with the points is because, again, their defense is amazing. That's all.
Well, it does help that the Texans lost a wide receiver.
Yeah. Is it Tank Dells?
Yeah.
He's out for a while.
That really helps that Jets defense look a little better this weekend.
It does. I'm going to take a slight over, though. A slight over. The 33 is a low number. I mean, CJ Stroud's supposed to put at least 20 points on this team, right? At least 20 points.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be over on this game. What do you
got? Just make it easy on me. Give me Houston to cover.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
4 points. Interesting. Okay.
They got Zach Wilson starting. I would be shocked if he even puts an effort out. Why would I try for you? I know you're paying me, but you've already told me I'm terrible. You hate. I'm the reason why my team can't make it to the playoffs. Not the GM. The GM can't find anyone as a backup quarterback. But it's all on me. And yet now you want me to come back and save your ass again? Nah. I might roll a fatty and smoke it right on the football field before the first snap.
All right, this is actually a sneaky game of the week here. Not obviously the game of the week is Philly and Dallas in the second. But this is a sneaky game of the week here. Rams at Ravens. Ravens at 7-point favorites over on 40.5. Rams all of a sudden in that playoff race. That all of a sudden, last 2 weeks, the NFC wildcard race got a little bit frisky. I don't know if you looked at it right now. We got about a 6-6 team right now between 6 and 8.
We got a
6 and
ton
9.
of crappy teams also in the conference. 2 whole divisions are crap.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. So you got 40.5 as the over/under. Baltimore 7.5. Baltimore off the bye, though. Give me Baltimore. That's off the bye. That's the thing. And they need to win. They also need to win to stay on pace for the number 1 seed in the AFC. Chiefs are behind them on 1 game now. So there's a light ahead of them, though.
Yeah, I like Baltimore to cover.
Mm-hmm, me too.
They got healthy after a bye.
Yeah.
Something this team more than almost any other team in the league needs. So.
Mm-hmm. All right, next one. Vikings at Raiders. Vikings 3-point favorites over under 40 points. All right, Vikings off a bye. I believe Josh Dobbs will be starting this week still. And you know what? Give me the Vikings. I'll take Minnesota here on this game. Off a bye also too. So they'll bounce back.
Wow. You got no love for AP, huh?
I do. I love AP, but it's not a good team. Got to retool that team, buddy.
You know what?
You gonna take the Raiders, aren't you?
Yeah, I want to take the Raiders.
I knew it. Crazy bastard, you are. All right, Seahawks at Niners. Niners 10.5-point favorites over under 46.5. It's a lot of points here. Even though Seattle's struggling, it's a lot of points.
This is in San Fran?
Yeah. Now, San Fran did blow them out in Seattle 2 weeks ago.
Yes, I know. And I had liked Seattle, and you warned me about that.
You listen to me.
And yet now I think they were 6.5-point favorites or 7.5-point favorites up in Seattle. And you're like, oh, they're going to blow out Seattle. How could you like Seattle? But now you're like, 10.5 in San Fran. This is a little tough.
They're not desperate.
What I'm talking about with you.
Desperate. But they look pretty good as Dallas, though. Quite as capped.
Yeah.
Give me San Francisco. I don't give a shit. San Fran's on a roll right now. They're on a heater. I think it's more about the Niners and the Seahawks at this point. Give me the Seahawks are in trouble. Because right now, the playoffs are today, they're out. I don't know if you saw the standings. They're out. Because right now, the 6th seed is the Vikings. 7th seed is the Packers. And again, Seattle's next 2 games. San Francisco this week, Philadelphia next week. Yeah, God bless you. Give me Niners.
Yeah, I like the Niners as well.
Best team in football.
I'm gonna learn my lesson after Seattle couldn't stay in the game at home against them. So
Right. All right, next one. Bills at Chiefs. That's another sticky game of the week here. Chiefs 2-point favorites at home at Arrowhead. Over under 48.5. Interesting. So Bills off a bye. Chiefs struggling. You're a gambler like I am. You're more so than I am because your name's Degenerate for a reason. Typically, home team gets the 3-point love, 3-point grace. However, Vegas, they like Buffalo here. They went 1 point the other way. Open at 2.5. Now it's at 2. Now it's at 2. I don't know. I feel like they're telling you to bet the Bills. I'm not doing that. I think the Chiefs need a win here. And as good as the Bills can be at times, I'm taking the Chiefs to cover 2 points. I just think they need this win bad, and I think they'll come. Even it doesn't have to be a blowout because it's only 2 points. Just give me KC here to cover 2 points. They need this win bad. What you got?
well, I predicted the Bills would make the playoffs, so I definitely need them to win.
Oh yeah.
And I'll be honest, all the Bills have to do is have 2 guys on Kelsey all game long. Mm-hmm. Do not, for one play, only have 1 man on him in man coverage. You have to double team him. Just let all the other wide receivers drop 15, 20 balls during the game. You don't have to worry about any other weapon that KC has. Give me the Bills.
Wow. And
what I watched the other night, no, I'm so infuriated still.
I will say this, though. Buffalo is still alive. Because if they win this game, I'm going to bring up the schedule in a second. Because it's quite a tough schedule. This is the end of the this is the end of the stretch of tough games, I believe, for them. Still got toughies, but it's not as dire as I thought it'd be. So if let's say Buffalo wins the game as you picked them to do. Let's look at some schedules here real quick. I like doing this, some schedules. All right, so let's go. And you'll see it right there. There it is. So Buffalo's in the last 5 games of the year. So obviously KC this week. And home against Dallas. They can win that game actually against Dallas. Because I think Dallas come up with an emotional win or loss against Philadelphia. That could be an opportunity to pounce on that. Chargers, they should win that game in San Diego. LA, whatever the fuck they at now. Patriots, that's a win. And in Miami, may not even need that game by the time we get to the week 18.
Miami might be trying for a 1 seed. They could
maybe, but they'll have the AFC East wrapped up though. I'll say that. But so while I've said last couple weeks,
but they got schedule, one gimme.
They got 2 gimmies. Well, I the Chargers, I guess.
Wow,
Chargers are a gimme.
Your chosen one.
No, the Chargers suck out loud. The fucking coach is horrible. Okay, it's not a gimme, but I would say it's a 65-35 Buffalo.
Yeah,
I think they quit on. Dude, did you see the shit they put up against the Pats this week?
Yes,
come on. Yeah. So Buffalo's schedule, while it was tough, and it is still landmines there. If they win this game to 7-6, I mean, would you say the magic number is 10 to make the wild card?
Yeah.
Okay, so can you find 3 wins there? After being KC, I can find San Diego. The Chargers will be 1, Pats will be 2. You got to win one either the Miami and Dallas game.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. That's I don't know, man. That's going to be interesting. But yeah, Buffalo, I picked them to miss the playoffs this year. Because I thought the conference would be better, which has been weirdly better. But they're still alive, barely though. But they got to win this. This is a must win for the Bills. Must win for the Bills this week, without question. So, but I got KC, you got Buffalo on that one. So, all right, next one. Broncos at Chargers. Speaking of the Chargers, Chargers 3-point favorites over under 44. So it's a tough loss to Denver last week. It's Houston. This is definitely lose town. Like the Chargers have like a faint chance in the playoffs. A faint chance. They got to win out pretty much to get in. Which with their talent, they can do that. With the talent on that roster, I don't see it happening though, but they have the talent to do it.
I don't even believe they have defensive talent anymore. They never show up on defense.
Yeah,
It's a joke.
it's a good point. Um, I'm gonna take an under in this game though. Give me an under in this one on the Chargers. This is a divisional game. Loser of this game is out of the playoff hunt, in my opinion. I think Broncos lose this game. I don't think they'll get in because now they'll be 2 games behind the next team ahead of them, and it's too much. So give me an under this one.
Give me the Broncos.
Oh,
excuse me. Out of the 2 teams that look like they're even trying to compete, I got to go with the Broncos. I know one coach is there paying attention to what's going on in the field, so
yeah,
I feel bad for the Chargers.
Yeah, gotta get Steely out of there, bro. Gotta get him out of there. It's time. All right, here we go. Game of the week. Sunday football. Eagles at Cowboys. Cowboys 3.5-point favorites. Over under 52. So, Eagles. Tough loss last week against San Francisco. Not surprising. No one's surprised. Vegas had them. Niners a 3-point favorite going to the game on the road. Still way they lost though. But again, 3 games, 13 days, tough stretch. The last 4 games they played Cowboys, Chiefs, Bills, and Niners, and now Cowboys again. Tough stretch here.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if they keep the 1 seed, they would have earned it. I'll tell you that much. But Dallas is playing good football. Dallas almost beat them a month ago. I'm gonna take Dallas here.
And I'm just gonna say it was an emotional letdown. So they're gonna Eagles are gonna come out firing. So I like the Eagles.
Really? Okay.
I'm just not ready to buy the Cowboys. I get it. They got a great record, but I just don't feel it from that team.
This is the biggest Cowboys game in a while. Like not non-playoff game, should I say, in quite a while. Like they win this game, they're in first place in the NFC East. You know what I'm saying? So this is a huge game. It's a huge game. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. Can't wait for this game. Cannot wait. All right, Zachary, we have 2 Monday Night Football games. Not 1, 2. And they both involve my 2 favorite teams in football. First one, Titans at Dolphins. Dolphins 13-point favorites, over under 46.5. I'm tempted to take Tennessee the points here, just because what was it the week when they played the Raiders and they were like big favorites and they didn't cover. Got let down by that. Fuck it. Take Miami. Tennessee's done. I got Miami.
What's the over under?
46.5. Will Levis put some points up?
Give me the over. It could be a 30-17 game.
That's true. Which will like put a wash on my spread there. means I lose.
Yep.
Oy. All right. And then the last one that game, second one, should I say, Packers at Giants. Packers 6.5-point favorites, over under 36 points. Packers on a roll, 1-3 in a row.
Okay, I get the Packers are winning, but still, it's the Giants. How did they manage to still stay on Monday Night Football?
Well, you just answered your own question. It's the Giants.
See, and this I can understand. This is where a market I can believe will actually get people watching, unlike Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
True. I see a point there. Zach, bit crazy, but I'm ready to lock up the Packers as a playoff team.
Well, that's good. I just wish they would have done it earlier, so that my bet in Vegas for them to win the division would have stood a better chance. But hey,
I was waiting for you to say why you say that, sir. Well, look at their schedule at the end of the year. Look at this fucking schedule. You see it, right? Giants this week should be a win. Bucks at home should be a win. Panthers on the road should be a win. Then the Vikings on the road. That's the only tough game on the stretch. And the end of the year against Chicago.
So they still have a chance, a slight chance of overtaking the Lions.
No, I'm not. No, you would need Detroit to lose 3+ games to have a thing.
Can you let a gambler have a hope?
I'm just trying to give you realistic odds here, man. You need
I know, Jordan Love is playing better than Aaron Rodgers did his first year.
I don't know all that now.
Are you serious? Why don't you look up Jordan Love's first year? Aaron Rodgers' first year with Green Bay.
Oh,
starting. It was terrible.
Well, Jordan Love, he looks like a totally different quarterback the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, he was able to. He had that break, cleared his head.
Yeah, he looks really, really good. I'll take a. Oh God, give me an under, a slight under. In this one,
give me the Packers.
The only reason why I'm not taking the Packers to cover, the Giants have shown some life with DeVito at quarterback on offense, some life.
Okay,
but yeah, give me the under this one. I think this would be like one of those 20 to, I don't know, fucking 13 or some shit. I don't know. I'm not confident they'll cover 6.5 points though. So yeah, give me the under that one. So again, no buys this week.